this is the person that you need to hire ASAP for your roofing business. All right, cool. So anyway, this is Eddie Villarreal. He is the customer success manager, and he's here on site right now. We're here at this job site. So I want to ask you, Eddie, what is your position and what do you do? We know what your title is,
right?
But what do you do exactly?
Yeah, so a lot of customers always ask me, what exactly do you do? And I just kind of tell them, you know what, I'm that one person that can do it all for you. Instead of having, 3 or 4 or 5, contacts within the company, because we know in any roofing company, right, there's a lot of legs that are attached to it, right? So I just tell them, we make it easy, Texas Family does, for our customer. I said, I'm your contact person. Let me know any questions, any concerns that you might have, direct them to me, and I can kind of just get them to that person that need to go to, and that way we can respond to our customers in a real respectful time manner.
Okay, awesome. So I've made this other video for you to watch. It's Eddie. He's walking around the house. Let's go ahead and move to that video now.
So this customer, Paul, he was really concerned with a lot of the outside, with plants and stuff that he had outside, and of course, a lot of other things too that he was concerned about. So we wanted to make sure that we were protecting him, today. So I just kind of wanted to point it out so you can see how we got all the nets covered up here for him on there. And of course the guys are, really making sure that, we're not destroying anything or, tearing up anything up there. Careful with his gutters too as well.
Oh, cool. And I see you have everybody with red shirts today, huh?
Yeah, that's really important too. And we like to do that so that way, there's a reason behind everything we do, right? Yeah. So the red shirts is really good because we know that, this is our team if they're in red. So if the customer comes out, they know that they've got a red shirt, that they're part of our crew, right? Okay. And should there be somebody else on the property and they don't have a red shirt on, that way it kind of eliminates that from happening on there, Cool. Trying to be respectful of the customer.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your protection system that you have.
Yeah, so not only against the house to protect, the structure of the house, but also, we got something down on the driveway. It was really important to him too because he mentioned, hey, I don't mind, guys parking, but, oil leaks, right? Those can really look nasty on a home, right? We do a great job on the roof, and so we wanted to be sure that we were covering up the driveway for the customer. That was one of the things that he pointed out too, that, and I told him not to worry, that's one of the things actually that we do with every homeowner. Yeah. We cover the driveway as well as the catch-all system that we use on there.
Cool. Too. Can you take me around a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Come around the corner here and I'll show you some other things that we do here. So one of the things too that we do here, Paul, too, that what we like to do, this is something here that we do too. We always keep this netting down here, and the reason we like to do that because nails are always constantly coming off, even after the tear down, right? So if we don't have these on there, it just makes it better, right? Because anything that's falling or any of the nails that pop off, the netting is still there to catch them. So what it does at the end of the build, it just makes it easier for cleanup. And also eliminating a lot of nails that it potentially could have got it embedded in the ground. So we like to keep those all throughout the build, the netting down there on the ground. That's the reason for that.
Okay,
yep.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, these guys really do a good job. Yeah, these crews here are really experienced in what they do. They're always, making sure, being respectful, making sure, we've got one guy up there who's actually running over the whole crew. Yeah. He's looking up there and we're communicating all the time to make sure that nothing gets overlooked. So follow me over here to the back and I'll show you a couple other things here.
Okay, cool. How long is it going to take you to do this job?
So this job, we should be able to complete it today, Paul. Yeah. It should be done. The way things are going really now. We had probably about 3 areas on this particular bill here where we had some decking that we had to replace there. Yeah. Sometimes, those are some surprises that we can have, that we really don't. Sometimes we can't really see those. But as you can see here, the guys are kind of coming along pretty good there. They've already got all the back already here shingled there. We did have a full catch-all system here in the back, but all the tear down now is already done. So there's nothing really that can really fall to really damage anything back here anymore. But again, we still have these nettings down here on the bottom, just to make sure that any debris that does fall, like, these small little things like this here, that can just be a nuisance. And then also it makes the cleanup a lot better too. So when we're doing a job, that way when we're done, it looks like we weren't even here because everything's all picked up. right? A lot of people have pets and animals that come out, or young kids, and those nails can really be a burden. So we try to keep these nets down during the whole time of the build as well too.
Awesome.
Yep.
Keep talking, Eddie.
So here's another area too that we just like. Some of these walk areas, we like to keep those covered up too for the customer. You know, again, making the cleanup process a lot easier. And you can see we run it all the way down on both sides of the houses there. And then over on the other side of the gate there, you can see the catch-all system that we have there as well too.
Yeah.
These are just little things that are really important that kind of, I'd say that, you know, makes the job really complete and when it's done right. So that way the customer at the end of the build, you know, they're happy, nothing got damaged. You know, everybody kind of, you know, has their own responsibility on what they should be doing. And if you do that, it all works out to be a good process for the customer at the end of the job.
And so do you supervise these guys, or do you have somebody else supervising?
So no, we actually have a supervisor that kind of oversees all our projects. So what I do, Paul, is I just work more directly with a customer during the build to make sure that, you know, if they have any questions or concerns, you know, throughout the build, that there's someone here on site. So I like to stay here just making sure that if any questions come up, and of course I have, you know, access to our production manager, that, you know, if there's a question that I can't answer for the customer, you know, that I can reach out to him and he can be here, you know, in a matter of minutes here to come look if something to overlook, or making sure that we're answering any questions that we have for the customer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Tell me, real quick, tell me a little bit about your trailers you have here on the front.
Yeah, so the trailer is really a unique thing that Texas Family Roofing has kind of done since the very beginning. And these are one of the things that really make us more effective, Paul, having the trailer here on site. So the reason for the trailer here is that it keeps us, we're able to have all the stuff that the guys need. A lot of times, you know, they might need some extra additional drip edge here, or we also have some more, you know, some more of these tarps here that we have for the customer, you know, that we might need to protect something for the customer. And then we also have like nails, additional nails. So it just makes us more effective. And a lot of times this is how we're able to complete a job in one day, because we have everything here on site for them. So the trailers are really a big help.
Yeah. What about the branding here?
Yeah, so the branding, of course, Texas Family Roofing, you know, have you heard of it? I'm sure you have. And if you haven't, then you need to be giving us a call, because remember, Texas Family Roofing is your best friend in the roofing business.
Okay, awesome, Eddie. Thank you. I appreciate the walk around.
All right, Paul. Thanks a lot.
All right.